Welcome to the Student Manual, the podcast that helps students navigate the season of life in 3 simple, actionable steps. If you are a university student, you know the hustle. Between classes, club meetings, and part-time jobs, the hours disappear. And for many of us, a significant chunk of time, maybe 30 minutes, maybe an hour, is spent on the bus, the MRT, the bike, or walking. This time often feels like dead time. We stare at our phones, scroll mindlessly, or just zone out. We are physically moving toward our goals, but mentally, we're stuck. The problem is that you can't get that time back. If you have an hour-long commute, that's 10 hours a week and 40 hours a month, a whole work week lost. So, how do we reclaim that time without adding stress? The answer is to stop thinking of your commute as a break and start treating it as a specialized productivity zone. Today, we're giving you 3 hacks on how to turn your commute into a productivity zone. Hack number 1, focus on passive input. Our first hack is all about changing what you do during this commuting time. Commutes are chaotic. They're full of noise, sudden stops, and distractions. This is terrible for deep work. It's the kind of focus and uninterrupted effort needed to write a paper or solve complex equations. So, instead of fighting the environment, we can embrace its limitations by focusing entirely on passive input. Passive input means tasks where you absorb information without needing to produce output, like writing or speaking. Think of it as reviewing or preloading your brain. For example, if you're on the MRT, you can review your class notes, read the PDF of a required article, or you can use flashcard apps to memorize vocabularies. If you're walking, you can listen to recorded lectures at 1.5 times speed, or even slower if you need it. And you can also listen to an English language news podcast or podcasts like this. Or you can also rehearse a presentation in a low voice. This idea is supported by the concept of interstitial time, popularized by productivity experts. So interstitial time is the small in-between moments in your day, like waiting in line or commuting, that when summed up and managed well, can become a big chunk of productivity time. But it's only if the task is simple and non-creative. You can save the creative output-focused tasks for your quiet desk time. If you want to dive deeper into the science of focus, you can look up the work of Cal Newport, specifically his book Deep Work. It helps distinguish between low-value shallow work and high-value deep work. So it will allow you to correctly categorize your commute as a shallow input zone. Hack number 2 is align tools with movement. Our second takeaway recognizes that not all commutes are the same. Your environment determines your best task. Fixed seated, like bus or long MRT, as long as you get a seat, of course. Mobile, which is like walking or cycling. And fixed standing, when you're in a crowded train. Your mission, or the task you choose, must align with that mode. For fixed-seated mode, like bus or train, this is your most stable mode. So your mission is visual learning. Use this time for reading textbooks, reviewing mind maps, or outlining a project on your device. You can handle some visuals here. For mobile mode, like walking or cycling, this involves physical movement, so your mission is auditory review. Research shows that movement can help solidify learning, especially for rote memorization. Listen to language lessons, vocabulary drills, or self-tests on factual knowledge, and your hands should be kept free. Last is for fixed standing mode, which is in a crowded commute. This is the most restrictive, so your mission is pre-visualization or mindfulness. Don't try to read or write. Instead, use the time to mentally practice or visual the day ahead. visuals a presentation, mentally outline the structure of an essay, or simply practice your English by creating sentences in your head. The alignment of environment and task comes from psychology's focus on context-dependent memory. By associating a specific activity, for example, listening to a language lesson, with a specific context, like your walking route, can sometimes recall the information better when you return to that environment. For further knowledge on this, you can search for articles on content-dependent learning or embodied cognition. It will help you get a deeper understanding of how physical state and location affect memory and performance. Hack number 3, build a mental transition barrier. Our final hack is a simple, powerful rule that prevents burnout and maintains structure. This means the moment you step off the bus, walk through a campus gate, or open the door to a building, your commute productivity time is over. No lingering, no thinking, just finishing this paragraph. Why is this important? The commute is an intermediate work block. If you let it bleed into the rest of your day, you lose the mental separation between your movement time and your deep work time. Having a clear hard stop tells your brain, I used that time effectively, now I can switch my gears. It prevents your work from expanding to fill all available time. To maximize this technique, research time boxing and habit stacking. Time boxing is explicitly allocating a fixed amount of time, for example your commute, to a fixed task. And habit stacking links a new habit, like stopping work, to an existing habit, which is arrival on your destination. So, to reclaim your commute, remember 3 core hacks. 1. Input only, never produce, only absorb. 2. Match your mode to your mission. 3. When the door opens, the work closes. Implement these 3 simple rules, and those hours you thought were lost will become your most reliable learning block. Thank you for listening to Student Manual. Hope this helps, and kudos to you, students!